Hi, Jacob. Nice to see you again.
Hi, good to see you too.
And, and Jada, I'm really honored to meet you. We've never met before. So I'm excited. I want to start with a question that's for the both of you.
Okay.
Right. So without giving anything away, because we have some more upcoming scenes with the two of you, you have some really sweet moments where it's just the two of you. And I was curious how the two of you prepared. We heard from Kevin and Pascal how they prepare, and Kevin and Aaron. And I was wondering if you two have your own little system.
Actually we do. We sometimes when we're running the lines, we tend to run them in accents that we're really bad at. Which is a little bit of a problem on the day because we're like, okay, we have to lock in and not do our funny accents. But yeah, it's kind of been our little ritual when we run scenes beforehand. We'll just start busting out some horrible accents. Jacob,
That's
anything to add?
Mhm. I got a pretty bad Southern accent, I do. When I
Yeah.
do it, yeah, that's always been the go-to. Just
Mhm.
kind of makes it a little more fun and easy, and then just bust into it right after.
Yeah.
I love it. I like that. Thank you.
Hi, Jacob and Jada. How are you?
Good. How are
Yeah.
you?
Good. This is Nicole from the Swing My Heart podcast. And Jacob, it's nice to see you again.
You too.
So, my first question is for the both of you. Hope Valley changes everyone. What is one way you, Jacob and Jada, have changed or grown because of playing Oliver and Allie?
Ooh. Do you want to go first, Jacob, or do you want me?
Um, you can go first.
Okay.
I'll go next.
I feel like Allie is a very strong, independent woman. She gets that from Kevin for sure, from him raising her all by himself. So I feel like Allie's taught me maybe to be a little bit more independent and not to be afraid of who I am and fight for what I believe in. You know, she fights for the cattle people and, or, well, you know what I mean. She fights in the cattle scene and she's a little bit rebellious. So, yeah, she's inspired me in that way to not give up. You
I'm not copying. I was gonna say something similar, just because
know?
Oliver kind of has that same thing where he just never really grew up with much, so he's kind of taught me to be more independent as well because he's always had to do everything on his own. His parents didn't have, well, they weren't great parents, so he kind of just had to do everything solo and figure everything out on his own, and that's kind of helped me out along this journey too.
Hey, great minds think alike. You can have that
No.
too. It's fine. Good answer. Good answer.
For sure. That's a great answer. And I've loved seeing the arc for both of your characters. And I'm glad that both of you are a part of the show. I can't imagine the show without either one of you.
Aw, thank you.
Hi, I'm Catherine with the Rom-Com Love Podcast. How are you both?
Good.
Great.
How are you?
Nice to officially meet you. My question I'm going to start with is Oliver and Allie had this great chat in the Mountie office. A Mountie deserves a good Mountie office chat scene. And of course, we got to hear a little bit about their feelings of missing each other for the summer without hinting too much, but still some teasers. What can you share about some upcoming conversations we might be seeing between the two of them?
Ooh, well, actually, my personal favorite from this season, and actually both the seasons, my favorite Oliver and Allie moment is coming up in episode 4. So we'll look forward to that on Sunday. But it's a really sweet scene between the two of them that I think progresses their blooming friendship slash relationship more. So, yeah, that's my personal favorite coming up. Jacob?
Yeah, that one was really good. That one, um, and that one in the Mountie office too. That one was kind of like a bit more of a push forward from Oliver trying to build something with their relationship. Um, yeah, that one, yeah, the one next episode is the most notable, I think. That
And
one's
I will say, For the office scene that you mentioned, that scene, we tried to film it like 2 times and we just like ran out of time in the day. And I was so worried it was gonna get cut. I was like, no, I love this scene. I really want to film it. And then so we had that scene in our back pocket and we actually filmed that like way later in the season. So it was fun to like return back to episode 2, knowing what we know about the rest of the season, but having that relationship there.
Yeah, that was
Well,
funny. It's like a minute.
the two of you guys nailed it. And I'm going to say the running joke has kind of been that Oliver and Allie needed to be around to teach Nathan and Elizabeth a few seasons ago how to get their words out right away.
Oh, yeah.
We're loving it.
Hi, Jada. Hi, Jacob. I'm Donna from the Faith, Love, and Friendship podcast. It's so nice to meet the both of you.
Nice to meet you too.
I think probably the most poignant for me, for the both, seeing Allie and the both of you work through the scenes that just happened with the fire and Oliver rescuing Allie. How was it for the both of you to navigate? Because it seems like it was some pretty intense emotions to have to go through.
Okay, I'll go. It was really cool because we got to do some stunts there. Jacob and I had a practice of how to get up on the horse together because I've never done dual riding, and I don't think Jacob, you hadn't either, right?
Nope.
No. So I was like, Jacob, do not drop me. I was like, I am gonna squeeze the air out of you because I am not about to fall off this horse. But the jumping up is actually a stunt double because I'm not a superhero. We didn't have that much time to practice, but yeah, so that was really impressive what my stunt double did. But yeah, it was really cool to ride off and be on the horse together, which is something we haven't gotten to do. So yeah.
Wow, that's really cool. Thank you. That's amazing.
I stuck out that ride. No stunt doubles here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun, intense scene to do. I didn't really have much experience on like the full gallop of a horse, so just kind of, but it worked out. Didn't fall off. Yeah, it was a pretty quick scene. It was fun though. Yeah.
Yeah, and also I didn't know what the special effects would end up looking like, but we had like no fire around us. So we just like imagined the whole thing. So I was pleased when I saw it back. I was like, okay, good job. This looks intense.
Well, good job to the both of you, and Jacob, good job. Not dropping Allie. We could not have.
Thank you, Jacob. Thank you.
Hi, Jada. Hi, Jacob. It's good to see you both again.
You too, Stephanie.
So, Allie has gotten Oliver to dance now. She's got him to trespass. She's got him to read poetry. And so I'm curious if there's any sort of a new thing or adventure that she gets him to do this season, or maybe that he gets her to do that you could tease.
Ooh.
Well, kind of. I guess it's not much. I kind of get you into some history, I guess.
A little bit of history
It goes
going
both
on.
ways with the me learning poetry and you learning something.
Oh, yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Sorry, I'd forgotten for a second. What are you talking about? Yes. Totally. I think that Allie and Oliver are pushing each other out of their comfort zones, which is a really cool thing to see because they're really good friends, which I like in the scene that we did by the barn where Allie's complaining about Rupert. We kind of see like how they have that friendship banter and how Oliver like cares about Allie in that way, being like, Rupert, what? So I like that scene especially to like show their friendship and show that they are pushing each other out of their comfort zone, even though Allie kind of does it in a way that offends Oliver, but it worked, so it's fine. Yeah.
So we've got something to look forward to as far as history is the word. Is that what we're going to go with?
I'd say so. Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay.
There's
All
some
right.
good scenes revolving that.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Julie from Suspenders Unbuttoned. Nice to see you both, Jada and Jacob again. Allie's planning Oliver an important birthday party. Why do you think it's so important for Allie to plan the birthday party, and why do you think it's so special to Oliver?
Ooh. Do you want to go first? I've been going first a lot.
I'll go first.
I'm sorry.
Um,
I don't want to jump you and jump the gun, but
It's important for Oliver because, well, he's never had one. So, um, this is a pretty big first for him, and and he has no idea about it. So it's just from her perspective, it just has to be as good as possible for this experience and to um further them their relationship and stuff and show them that they care about each other and yeah.
yeah, I'll say it's something sweet. When I read the script, I was like, this is very coincidental that it's episode 4 is Oliver's birthday because episode 4 was also Allie's birthday last season, both directed by Elise. So you'll get to see that. She did a fantastic job with the birthday party. She's really good at throwing birthday parties, apparently. But anyways, so is Allie. So I was really pleased that this is something that Allie could do for Oliver to show her appreciation and be like, hey, I care about you. But also, she cares about her, like the town. Like, the fire is a big thing that's launching some storylines. And this is like a way to bring the towns together, and kind of have this celebration for Oliver. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that it's a way to bring some happiness to the town. Also, Allie Devereaux wrote both birthday parties.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, good job. She did great.
Okay, this time, Jacob, this one's for you. I want to read to you. I do like these live recaps and people get to comment and whatnot. And you are a fan favorite, your character. They love you too, Jada. I'm sorry, I'm just focusing on him this time. And I want to read to you one. I hope I say the one word correctly because it's like a mouthful, but it's cute. It says Jacob is a natural. You never feel like he's trying too hard in his scenes. There's an earnestness, thank you, about him that's endearing. That's nice. That's such a wonderful compliment because you make us forget that it's make believe. And I was curious, if you could share with us something that you've learned as an actor. You've got all these wonderful role models around you. I mean, even Jada, she's amazing. What's something that's like a standout for you that you've learned?
Yeah, I've learned so much from this show and the cast. And luckily, everyone is so experienced, so there's no shortage of advice. But I think one of the best things I've learned is to just kind of have fun with the scenes.
Hmm,
To like not really, I mean, obviously take it seriously, but like
sure.
just have that flow to it and just have fun with it and play around with scenes. Yeah, I think that's the best advice I've gotten.
Good. Okay, I think that's why we love it. You're doing a great job.
Thank you. Thank you to that person. That's so nice.
Sorry, forgot I was on mute. So my next question is for you, Jacob. What part of Oliver's job do you think scares him the most? Not because of danger, but because of responsibility.
Hmm. I think he'd probably be really scared of anything happening to Allie. I mean, we could see that with the fire, how she was in the middle of it, and he it was obviously just like traumatic for him and her, but you could just kind of see it with him kind of ignoring orders and doing whatever it would take to rescue her. So I think yeah, her being in danger like is probably one of his biggest fears.
Yeah, love that answer. And I think that part of episode 2 was one of my favorites when you were so determined to go rescue Allie from the fire. And you are a great Mountie on the show. And I can work. Thank you.
Okay, so I have one for Jada. So you're number one, thank you for your amazing behind the scenes clips and everything you do for us fans. We love it. We're so appreciative. And your reels at the end of the season or the season teasers are so amazing. So kudos on that.
Thank you. Thank you.
So it kind of goes in that role a little bit now, as a leader for the younger generation and as somebody who grew up on set, what is it that you're finding kind of inspires you from the next generation of actors?
Oh, good question. I think how eager they are to do their best and learn more. And they're really great at following direction and they just love to be on set. Like Highland, especially, loves to be on set. It's like his happy place. And it's my happy place as well. So, I think he's just such a special kid and he's like my best friend. So it's sorry, Jacob, but I'm just kidding. But anyways, it's like nice to see that they care so much about the show and about their craft. And especially I was really impressed this year with our new kiddos from Benson Hills. Alex is going places. She is a great actress, and I think that I can't wait for you guys to see the rest of the season because she blew me away. And as well as Reese, like he played the nerd so well. Like he's cool in real life. Not that nerds are cool as well, but he's a cool guy in real life. So I think that they nailed their roles this season. So it's inspiring to see how much they care, for sure.
And we agree. They are all nailing their roles. It's great
And
casting.
yeah, and this year's reel, I've edited it for season 13, so it'll be coming out eventually. There's a couple fun moments with the kids in there, and one time we played this game called Perfection. I don't know if you guys have played it, but it's really stressful. It's like you have to match all the anyways, I'm getting off track, but there's a fun sequence in there with all the new kids, and it's a good reel this year, so you'll see that.
All right. We look forward to it.
Well, Jada, I have to say, I know what you're talking about with perfection. That game gives me serious.
It's stressful. It's really stressful. Yeah.
Well, this question is for you because it kind of sparked my interest. Erin said both you and Kevin were yin and yang in a photo with you guys head to head with each other. You got to elaborate. What do you look like? Because we all love Kevin. So tell us, what's the backstory to that photo?
I'm not sure I know the photo you're referencing, but Kevin is, yeah, Kevin and I, we have a very close bond at this point. I feel like he's sort of like the cool uncle that I have, you know what I mean? Which he is, but for Allie as well, but now he's her dad. But for me, Jada, he's like my cool uncle. Um, and so yeah, it's like great to grow in my relationship with Kevin as the seasons go on. One of my favorite moments with Kevin this season is not a moment in the season like that you guys can see, but the moment that he told me he was gonna have a kid, I was freaking out. I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Ah! And he told me in the one of our set vans with me and the driver Dave, and it was like our own little secret for the whole rest of the day, until he told the rest of the crew later on. But yeah, it was, I'm really happy for him and I can't wait to see him become a dad.
Oh, I think that's the part that we love the most is the relationship we've seen develop between you guys.
Mhm. Me too. That's yeah, and there's some good Nathan Allie moments coming on later in the season, so look out for it.
Yay.
It'll be good.
Thank you.
Okay, this question's for both of you, but I'm going to start with Jacob. So, Jacob, when you and I talked last year and I asked if you could have wishes for season 13, you said more Mountie action and a role where he has more authority, which we saw already back in episodes 1 and 2. So I'm curious, did you get a chance to share any of your wishes for Oliver going into season 13? And what was your reaction when you saw these moments in the script? And then Jada, what kind of input do you get to have with your character Allie now that you've been doing this for so long?
Um, um, yeah, we've shared. Wait, what exactly was the question answer?
It was a great question, Stephanie.
Jada,
Moments like we shared, like between our.
did you get to have any opportunity to share those wishes that you had with the writers before the season started? And
Oh.
then what was it like when you actually saw you were going to get to do that?
No, I lucked out with that. I lucked out with those wishes. But it was really cool. It was really exciting to see the whole fire scene and especially the arrest. I thought that was awesome, especially since he's like Josh is such a huge guy. It was like fun and funny to do. But yeah, I was really excited to see all these new scenes where I get some more action and some more authority. Yeah. Yeah. Wishes came true.
That's awesome. Jada.
I think for me, I just lucked out as well with Allie's storyline. I mean, I trust the writers completely that they're gonna do what's best for Allie, and so every time the scripts come out, I drop everything I'm doing and I sit down and I read the scripts immediately. Same with my mom; she's really into it. So we both are like, we get so excited when the scripts come out because I don't know what's gonna happen, right? So it's always really exciting to see where Allie's gonna go next, and I just hope I can do it justice when the time comes. But yeah, I'm excited to see where Allie's storyline will go next year. I've always said something with Rosemary could be really fun. So throw that out there, like maybe your reporter. So I'm excited to see where she goes after she like is done school, you know? So, but I trust the writers. So I'm on the same page as you guys. I'm just as excited.
Jacob, did you throw in the look at Allie at the end of that moment when you handcuffed the guy, or was that in the script?
That was in the script. That was in the script. But I probably would have done it anyways. Just she's right there. I mean, feels right.
It played
I
out
was
well.
perfectly positioned for it. That was the only thing I had to do that day. So it was written all right because that was my one thing. I had to get it right.
Thanks, guys.
So Allie and Oliver have almost like a little fan group around their relationship, and they're really resonating with the younger viewers, the teens and young adults. What do you think it is about how you're portraying Allie and Oliver that's making them resonate? And then is there anything you can tease for the season?
I think Allie and Oliver, they've got a really good friendship going right now, but there's like an underlying awkwardness, you know, because it could go somewhere else. So we see that in episode one, especially when like they've just gotten back and it's like, hey, I've been writing letters to you all season, like all summer, you know, like it's kind of awkward of seeing you in person. So I think a lot of people can relate to them because it's, you know, maybe a young love type situation. So I think that they can relate to that. A lot of people can, and they can relate to the characters as well. So yeah, Jacob, anything?
Yeah. Yeah, I you're totally right with that, where it just kind of shows that the more human aspect of it, their awkwardness, because they in that scene specifically, they haven't seen each other in so long. And then they also have more in common. Like they discovered that their parents have a similar past, so they're able to relate with each other more. And I think that's really been one of the big aspects for their growth together. Yeah.
Yeah, I think fans are loving how they relate to each other and how they feel authentic.
Okay, so we see Allie and Rupert, right? Rupert, that's how you say it. They have a bit of a rivalry, and I was wondering if we get to see more of it, and what does Oliver think about it? Well, you
Um,
can tease. Like I know you can't give things away, but do we see more or do we see more of a friendship?
I think
um,
the maybe good question. I don't know what to say.
Sorry.
No, it's good.
Okay.
It's gotta think on my feet. I think we see Rupert and Allie's relationship like come to a little more of an understanding of each other,
Okay.
maybe. Um, yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna say for now because I don't
Okay.
wanna spoil it. But
That's
also,
all
I
right.
think
That's cool.
Rupert makes some other connections in the schoolhouse as well. So they don't need to be besties. But I think that they've got some stuff.
Okay. And does Oliver feel any certain ways?
No, I'm just no, no. Everybody kind of they all reach a middle ground there. There's yeah, no big rivalries.
Those are good. Good teasers. Thanks.
This question is for you, Jaeda. Nathan and Allie's father-daughter relationship has grown beautifully over the past few seasons. How would you describe where they are emotionally in season 13?
Ooh, I'd say that they're learning to be a father-daughter relationship as Allie's been growing up. I think we saw, especially in the earlier or last season with the whole Wyatt stuff, that Nathan's not exactly ready for Allie to be growing up a little bit. And I think we explore that more this season, which was really exciting to play. And they also, like, they're a duo and they have each other's backs, right? Which we'll also see coming up, which is exciting. So yeah, and I loved the fire stuff where Nathan kind of has to rescue Allie and she's like, "What? I'm going with you, Dad." Like, "What? No." And then he's like, "Go with Oliver." So I thought that was cool how protective he was of her, even now, even though she's growing up more. But yeah.
I love that. And I think the father-daughter relationship with Nathan and Allie is probably one of my favorite father-daughter relationships ever on TV. And I can't wait to see more of how your relationship grows in season 13.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to kind of mix a few things here. So we've been talking about that. Obviously, yes, Oliver and Allie are in their friendship zone. We'll call it that for right now. But there's obviously that underlying smittenness with each other. And we had that fun play last season, first season together, where like Nathan is like feeling sorry for Oliver because that's not how Allie feels. And then you get Elizabeth going, "I think you're a little wrong on that." So we start that direction. But when do you kind of feel, looking back to last season, when there might have been that first amount of smittenness for Allie for Oliver? Because we know Oliver was pretty smitten from the get-go.
Hmm. Yes, he was. I have to think. Where's a specific pinpoint? I think on the porch scene with Elizabeth last year, she kind of talks about, what to look for and like you'll know when it's the right one. And I don't know if there was a specific moment I'd say for Allie, but I think she kind of just realizes that Oliver's a really good guy, and he's maybe what she's looking for. But even in this season so far, I don't think that they realize feelings for each other yet. I think they're still in this like friendship zone, and we don't know if they'll be out of the friendship zone. We don't know. But yeah, so I think it's like just like discovering who they are and what this relationship is, if it is anything. So yeah, I'd probably say that. Jacob?
You agree?
Yeah, agree.
I do agree. Yeah. It's been a very gradual climb on whatever their relationship is. I don't know if I can pinpoint an exact moment where either, or I guess Allie was more smitten, but I
I
don't know.
think
Maybe
over
when
right when she met him, though, like,
they, yeah, I assume so. Yeah, you'd know more than me.
Oh, well, we can't wait to see where this goes.
All right, Jacob, this one's for you. You've done such a good job with working alongside Nathan and doing the whole Mountie thing. What has been some, I guess, favorite moments for you working with Kevin, growing Oliver as a character?
Um, some favorite moments. Um, I think I had some great moments with him and everyone else in those fire scenes. It was just I think a more intense and fun scene than usual. And it kind of showed their teamwork together. Um, that was a really fun moment. And even with just like proving himself to Kevin or Nathan in all their moments and uh, proving himself as a Mountie and as a potential interest for Allie. Um, but yeah, I think those moments where Kevin has really tested him and the moments where we've worked together in intense and uh, dangerous scenarios, I think those are where they've bonded and where we've had a lot of fun, like in person too.
Very cool.
Okay, I'll make this one easier. So you've got two options here. This is for both of you. So, and this is about not about your characters, but about you guys. So we've had horse riding, and we're going to pretend like Jaeda got to be on the horse for longer than she did because she practiced really hard. So you've got horse riding, or you've got being in another scene like we've got coming up with the birthday scene when the whole community, the cast is there. You get to choose which one you want again. Which one are you going to choose and why?
Oh, that's hard. That's a difficult decision. They're both so fun.
You could justify both of them if you wanted to. We get to make up our own rules.
I love that. Jacob, do you want to go first?
It was
Ready.
if I prefer another horse scene or a birthday scene.
Yeah.
Um, the horse scene. I like it, it's pretty fun. Once you like know how to ride horseback, those are pretty fun. I definitely choose another exciting scene, maybe like a horse chase where like chasing someone on the horses or something. I think that'd be cool. Yeah.
I will say Jacob was like a natural at horseback riding. He like when you see him on the horse, it looks like he just has always been riding a horse. So I did feel pretty safe with him. I was like, okay, I don't think he's gonna drop me, probably. So yeah, I will say he did good with that. So I'd even like to see him on the horse more. But for me, I don't know. I really like the horse stuff. One of my favorite scenes, I've mentioned it before, like visually, was when I got to do a horse scene with Kevin walking up. That was like season 7 or something. So I'd like to see Allie on a horse more. But I do really enjoy big cast days as well. And we got to have a lot of those at the beginning of this season with all the fire stuff because there was a lot of community things happening. So I do really just enjoy big cast days because some characters Allie doesn't hang out with as much. So it's nice to be able to talk to the actors outside of those scenes. Especially like Ben and I got to work on the Christmas Cup this year, which was really great because then we got to hang out more, which was nice because I don't often get to hang out with Ben on set. So, yeah. I don't have a choice. I can't decide. I like them both. Oh no, we've lost her. Where'd she go?
Oh,
Oh,
did we lose somebody?
There she is.
there she is. Yay! We lost you for a second, Stephanie.
Next time I'm going to throw in, what if you got to disappear and come back?
Yeah. Magician.
I felt it. I felt your answer.
Well, this is for Jaeda. Allie is part of the Grant Thornton family that's weaving together. Why is this so important to Allie, who's really almost an adult?
I think it's important because Allie finds a motherly figure in Elizabeth. And like she said before, there's just some stuff that you want to talk to your mom about, right? So I think that I really love that the relationship is going in that way. And it's just so natural for them now too. Like especially we see that in the scene where we're walking up in episode 1 from the schoolhouse and Allie's reading her essay. And then they start talking about boys. They're talking about Oliver. And it's just so natural. It's like, I'm a teenage girl. I'm talking to my mom about this, you know? So I really love that relationship. And I love working with Erin. We're like besties in real life. We text each other all the time, even now. So she's like amazing. So I love working with her. And I'm glad that we get a lot more scenes in this new dynamic. Because I think that's important for Allie to have that and have that person that she can confine in, even though she can confine in Nathan. But I think that they have a different relationship than Elizabeth and Allie. It's like different dynamics here and there. So it's nice for her to have both. And she gets a little brother out of it if we get this blended family. So who doesn't want a Highland, you know? So I love the idea of all four of them coming together. And yeah, it's the best.
It's been wonderful to watch the dynamics play out on screen, and we're all enjoying all the new different relationships and how they're changing.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay, so Jada, I really loved the scene with the obstacle course and all the children involved. And I was trying to count on the screen, but there was like more than a dozen like extras and then the cast. So I was curious to know what that was like to shoot it because was it choreographed or did they kind of say have at it and have a good time? What was that like?
We kind of tried to have like a little bit of space between each pair, but it was also like just go, like just keep running back in circles and having fun so they can get this B camp stuff. And what I thought, here's a memory from this. It was really funny. Me and Kevin both got put on the hay bales. We were like supposed to be helping kids over, and they really wanted to show the community there of bonding. But all these kids are so athletic. And I was like, here, grab my hand. And they're like, I don't need it. And they would just jump over the hedges. And I was like, okay. Like, they were all just really good at this obstacle course and they didn't really need help. Which was quite funny. And then they were like, okay, guys, can you start taking Jada's hand? Like, we're showing community. So we got the good community shots in the end. But really, they were all just pros at that obstacle course and they didn't even need me. So. But
Fun.
yeah, that was a really fun bit to film.
Did it take, was it longer than normal or did it just all flow? I don't know. I'm watching it. I'm a teacher and I'm thinking so much chaos can happen, but it didn't. It was good chaos.
Yes, it's good chaos.
Okay.
It didn't take that long. It was pretty like speedy once we got through it. We just like kept running it a couple times. It was my workout for the day. I was wiped after that. It was pretty hot that day, so I was like, "Ooh, okay." So it wasn't too long, but it was enough to break a sweat for sure.
Thank you. I loved it.
Jacob and Jada, if Oliver and Allie could pause time for one moment this season and really feel it, which moment do you think they'd choose and why?
Ooh. I have one, but it's for episode 4. So I don't know if I want to say it, but I think everyone would know. But if I have to choose one for something that's already aired, I'd probably say when they first get off the when Allie first gets out of the car and she sees Oliver for the first time and he's got that mustache and he's all like, "Hey." And even though it's awkward, like she was probably pretty excited to see him. So maybe that for something we've already seen, but for something we haven't seen, episode 4, and you guys all will know what it is, what I'm talking about. Jacob, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, for sure, what happens in episode 4 is like 100%. But probably for Oliver in something that's already aired, is the moment where when he's walking past and uh, he's arrested the big guy. You know, that's a pretty cool moment for him. Like walking past, you're like arresting the 6'2" guy. You're just like, hey,
It's
just
true.
come on.
Then later he tries to be nonchalant. He's like, "Oh yeah, I just arrested that guy."
Just another day on the job.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the moment from episode 4. I know it's going to be great.
So Jacob, what do you think about the Oliver and Bill dynamic? And then also, can you hint if we actually get to see Bill making an omelet? Because there was a specific reason it was worded that way for him to move in, which was a great scene.
Um, uh, their relationship, Oliver and Bill's, I didn't really get much between there wasn't much info on their whole scenario. It was kind of there was always so much going on. And all we really learn is that he makes a mean omelet, or is it a waffle? I think it was good waffles.
I think it was
Maybe both.
omelet, and we'll make a fanfic for you then, Jacob. We'll give you a backstory.
Yeah.
All right, this one's for the both of you guys because I feel like Jada for Allie, I felt like a big sister wanting to give you my little sister a hug going, when I saw you go through, the heartbreak of losing Wyatt and thinking that that was going to be, your forever. When do you think that moment when Allie saw, you know, Jacob, and when do you think that that was the moment that it clicked that maybe this could be the one?
Hmm. I don't know if Allie's really realized it yet. I think that she has these feelings, but they're different than they were for Wyatt. I think for Wyatt, she was like just crushing on him, but for Oliver, it's more like a mutual like ooh, like a comfortability there that they've got. So it feels probably different than it did with Wyatt. So I don't know if she's even realized at this point what these feelings are. I don't know. Do you think differently, Jacob?
No, for sure. Wyatt was just like yeah, new guy in town, some nice flow rolls up on a bike, like yeah. I think that was just kind of a crush thing, and then theirs is more of like a very gradual from friendship to whatever happens. Yeah.
I like that it's a slow burn as well, and that they're building
Mhm.
a comfortability with each other in the first place. And also, I think Oliver was definitely feeling jealousy during
Oh, yeah.
the birthday party. Yeah, for the Wyatt stuff, I'd say if I was Jacob, he would, if I.
There you go.
So Allie and Oliver do have a pretty amazing moment or moments in episode 4. And so I'm curious because maybe something is said, maybe not, but this season, and you don't have to tell us what it is, but do Allie and Oliver define what their relationship is?
Don't want to spoil anything, Stephanie.
You don't have to say if you don't have to say what it is. Do they have a conversation about it?
I don't know if there's words necessarily spoken about it. I'll say that.
A
No.
lot can happen with a nonverbal.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Just no, what she said. Um, yeah. I don't know.
Leave it at yes, then. Yes. Yeah. Yes is Jacob's answer to
If
me.
a lot can happen with a nonverbal, you could say yeah.
What? I don't know.
We got it.
So for both of you, is there a scene that changed the way you viewed your character? And what was the scene? And maybe why?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Good question. I have to think. Jacob, you go first. I'm thinking.
I am too. A moment that really changed him. Probably when Nathan really gave him a stern talking to. That he that this is like a real job now. This is probably his first job. But that moment, I think, really changed him. It made him really understand the stakes, that there's actual dangers that come with this job, and you can't really screw around or take anything for granted here. It's all very serious. I think that was a moment that really changed his perspective.
I would say for Allie, maybe when she goes to the jail and her dad doesn't, or her birth father doesn't show up to the jail. I think that was a pretty defining moment for Allie because she had a little bit of rebellion there and it kind of backfired in her face, but she realized what was most important, which is Nathan and Elizabeth and her family that she has now. Um, so yeah, I think that was a defining moment for her and having that dad talk after at the table, which is one of my favorite scenes with Kevin. Um, yeah, I'd say that was pretty defining in their relationship and just in her growing up and learning who she is.
Yeah, I think the dad talk at the table has everybody. Like that scene is iconic. Um, yeah, some great moments for both characters.
We always have very good talks at the table, always. That is our spot.
And we hope to see more.
Okay, sorry to interrupt. It looks like we have time for everyone to ask one more question. And we'll probably go over by a couple minutes, but we did start a couple minutes late. So one more question for everybody and then we'll be done. Thanks.
Okay, so Jacob and Jada, without giving things away, we've heard a lot about the ending of this season being pretty spectacular. I know Kevin had hinted at some things, so did Kevin, so did Chris. If you could use like just one word, like like could kind of tease what's so great about the ending of the season. Not that I want to rush it. I'm just saying. What do we have to look forward to?
I went first last time.
Okay, I have my word.
Okay,
I'm gonna say bird.
bird. And that's all you have to say. All right, so that's great. Bird. Okay.
That's my one word.
All right.
If there's something better by the time Jacob goes, I'll tell you.
No, that's a good word. Okay. We
Um,
like that little Easter eggs.
I'm gonna say together. Together.
Okay. Bird and together. All right, thank you.
I'm sticking to it, bird. That's what I've got.
So, Jada, this season marks the beginning of Allie's senior year of high school. When she imagines her future, what kind of impact does she want to have on the world, even if she hasn't fully defined it yet?
Ooh, I think she wants to make a difference and she wants to fight for what she believes in. So right now we've seen that being the forest a lot, and I think she really cares about nature and all this stuff. And it's cool to see, like we mentioned earlier, Oliver showing interest in Allie's interests and same vice versa. So I think in her future she wants to make an impact no matter what it is. But she's strong-willed, so we'll see what she does. I don't know. I'm excited to see, but yeah, I think she'll fight for something good, a good cause, maybe.
I think so too, and I can't wait to see it. And I think you had mentioned earlier something about possibly being a reporter. I could totally see that.
That would be cool. Yeah, maybe.
Yes, for sure. Thank you.
Okay, for both of you, how would you, as your characters, finish the sentence? Hope Valley is.
Hmm. Do you want to go first, or do you want me
um,
to?
Hope Valley is warm.
Hmm. I'm gonna go Hope Valley is home. I think for Allie, she's traveled around a lot when she was little, and she's got roots here now. And we saw that she was so upset in episode 1 that they were potentially not going to be able to stay and have to go back to Cape Fullerton. So I think Hope Valley is home, and we're seeing that for Allie, and now we're seeing Oliver as a part of the community as well, with his birthday party coming up. Both the towns celebrate him, so yeah, Hope Valley's home. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Perfect.
All right. I have listeners to my show that could potentially want to become an actor in this industry. For the both of you, What's one piece of advice you can give to an up and coming actor or actress that are young like the both of you?
Hmm. I'd say don't give up. Keep trying. I think there's a lot of rejection in this industry. And it's not, sometimes it's not you, sometimes you just don't have the right look or you're not what they're looking for. So I think keep trying and don't give up on your dreams if you have them. That's always important. And be yourself, but also be the characters you're playing, but be yourself at the same time.
Yeah, yeah, that's a big thing. It's the rejection can be a lot, but you just kind of have to persevere and understand that there's underlying issues on why whatever whoever was casted for it, and yeah, you just might not be the right fit. But that and yeah, just have fun with your auditions. Try and just have fun with it. Yeah.
And also, if you get on a show, enjoy every minute of it. We are so blessed and lucky to be on When Calls the Heart, and we can't do that without the Hardys as well. So thank you all to the Hardys. But so once you get on a good show, ride the wave and have fun with it.
Well, we love you guys back. You both are incredibly adorable.
Thank you.
We have a birthday party coming up in episode 4. There's likely a gift involved. It's a birthday party. I'm curious, who is a good gift giver on set? And what is one of your favorite gifts you've ever been given or that you've gifted?
Ooh. Do you want to take it or me?
I need a second.
Okay, I'll go first. It's so Kevin a couple years back, he got me drumsticks that are actually literally hanging on my wall over there, with our names engraved in them, which was really cool. And then Erin, this past season, actually, she gave me a little gift that alluded, like she gave it to me in episode 1 when we first started filming, that alluded to what a future episode would be, and she said this will make sense later, and I was like, okay, and it totally makes sense. It was great. It was very clever of her. So those two have really great gifts.
That's pretty awesome.
I don't know.
Jacob, has anybody given you a gift? Do we need to talk to them?
I just got here. I haven't reached that stage yet. I just got here. No, I guess not. My mom got me a pretty good vacuum for Christmas. Yeah. There we go.
Awesome.
I will say Jacob's mom gave us a game to play. She gave it to me and we played it on set. So Jacob's mom is a good gift giver.
Yeah.
I will say that.
That's awesome. That's great. All right. Thanks, guys.
So you both have had some heavier scenes on the series. How do you prepare for scenes like those in a show that's actually so hopeful? And how do you hope they impact the viewer?
No, you go. You go. You go first.
I think I had some of my most impactful moments. Oliver had some of his more impactful moments last season, especially when he was opening up to Elizabeth and Nathan about his past and his family and how he's gotten here. And I think that would just show that you can't let your past define you and whatever has happened and who you have been like associated with or your family. But yeah, it's just not letting your past actions and involvements define you. Yeah.
I'd probably say I just like to step into whatever characters I'm playing's shoes, and just feel all the things that they're feeling and really be present in that. And that's like I think when you're thinking, oh dang, this just happened to me, then the emotion can come out like authentically. So I'd probably say that's how I just get into it. I just step into their shoes. But I would also say I just hope when we do more emotional scenes or deeper scenes that they will touch the audience, because if we can touch the audience, that's really the most important thing. If our emotions translate correctly through the screen, then I think we did our job well done. So if we can touch the audience and that they can relate to it, and feel something, then I think that's the most important.
And I think the audience would agree your job has been well done. And we'd like to thank you.
Thank you.